Hi, this is Monica Haynes, and this is my presentation on net neutrality. I'll start off with the argument for net neutrality. It's the right thing to do. Now, what exactly is net neutrality? Well, when we talk about net neutrality, I like this definition of it from SaveTheInternet.com. It states that net neutrality is the Internet's guiding principle. It preserves our right to communicate freely online. This is the definition of an open Internet. And so what that basically means for Internet service providers and for us, the public, is that Internet service providers can't block or discriminate against applications or content. They can't devise a tiered system so that we're subject to paying more money to get a faster service and things like that. So it's keeping kind of a level playing field for across the board for people accessing the internet. And when I thought about net neutrality, for some reason this song came to mind. It's called Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. And I think because with the government, the recent FCC ruling on government, it made me think about how diligent the government needs to be in keeping the internet free and open. As you can see from the lyrics of the song, that you have to keep your eyes wide open and you walk the line, and which to me just means that you're diligent in making sure that the internet remains free and open to the public. And a lot of what we use the internet for in this day and age is really a necessity. It's not a luxury anymore to have internet access. We need it for job applications. Most, if not all, job applications are done online now. I know because I'm looking for jobs. Academics, we're doing this program online, and even at the high school and middle school and elementary levels, internet access is needed to do a lot of those things in communications, in business, and in things that are not as tangible. Self-expression, innovation, motivation, interaction with other people. These are all the things that we use the internet for, and as I said, they're not luxuries anymore. Most of them are very much necessities in today's society. So keeping the internet open and keeping a level playing field ethically is the right thing to do. And it's important that we take that utilitarian approach and that we keep the internet free and open and accessible to everyone. And when we look at the FCC ruling and look at these particular rules, basic rules that are part of that, we can see specifically the rules regarding not blocking access to legal content services, not impairing or slowing down the traffic, not making, paid prioritizations, so that there are so-called fast lanes for people who are willing to pay more money, and then the rest of us who can't pay the money get the slower service. And so the ruling addresses those things, and those things are important in keeping a level playing field for everyone that's accessing the internet. This is one area that SaveTheInternet.com addressed that I had not thought about, but when I saw this, I really felt that it was important and very true. And being a member of the minority community, I can certainly relate to what they're saying about an open internet, allowing people of color to tell their own stories and to organize for racial and social justice, and to provide a way of diversifying media access, and also opportunities for business transaction through the internet. And it gives those in the minority community a way of carrying out their businesses and developing business. So that's very important in terms of the ruling and keeping that access going. And so when with this ruling, I do believe that everybody wins. Now let's look at the other side, which is net neutrality. Is it the right thing to do? So let's take a look at the other side and see if net neutrality is everything that it's cracked up to be. So when you look at the ruling initially, it looks to be on the surface the best thing since sliced bread, and that we'll have Democrats and Republicans dancing down the aisles of the Capitol, and everybody will be singing and kumbayaing and getting along because of this ruling, because it's so magnificent and it's so great. But as the old saying goes, everything that glitters ain't gold. So let's take a further look at this ruling. This particular quote comes from Mark Davis at U.S. News and World Report, and in his piece, he talked about the downside of this ruling, and how it's not going to really be what people think that it's going to be, because applying the rules, the rules that had governed and do govern utilities, specifically telephone companies, it's going to result in lawsuits and politicking and all kinds of issues that are going to come as a result of this that aren't going to benefit the public, which is going to lead to more of things that aren't good for the public at all, more or higher broadband prices, reduced speeds, less innovation in for internet service providers and the technology that allows us to access the internet and the things that we can do on the internet. And actually, the things that are issues for the public when it comes to the internet, basically the cost and the speed are not addressed in the FCC ruling, really. And according to this bit of information from Money Magazine, more than half of American households in 2013 had no choice in their broadband provider, and that nearly 2/3 of consumers will be using Comcast as an internet service provider. So there is very, very little competition, and currently, and the ruling does not it will not foster more competition, and will not result in faster access for people. So those are the two main things, because of other things that the ruling addressed in terms of, the throttling and slowing down of services and paid tier services was not really an issue currently. It was something that people feared would be an issue. So the ruling is not really going to give people what they really needed to have addressed, which was the lack of competition and the speed, and actually probably will result in, as I said in the previous slide, higher prices, slower speeds actually, and less innovation. So it really isn't the panacea that people thought that it would be, and so I don't think that it really needed to be put forth with the urgency that people stressed. And that's my presentation. So thank you very much.